Welcome back to Amazing Life, the Wyoming series. In the last episode, we had just made it to Centennial, a tiny town located at the end of Section 2 and beginning of Section 1 heading south. It wasn't long after a little bit of pavement where we were back on dirt and airing down for the journey ahead. Sit back, air down, and grab a drink, and enjoy the final episode of the Wyoming BDR series where we reach the city of Bags, completing our BDR journey.
All right, so a little bit about what we're going to be going through in this episode. Again, it's about 160 miles. Whether we'll cover this all in one episode or not, I have no idea. First of all, I think coming up, we've got a spruce tower overlook, which I think should be really nice. It's going to give us a really nice view of the valley, but also the mountains around us. We've got a reservoir that we're going to be going through. The town of Encampment is going to be pretty cool. I hear they've got some spectacular pizza, so I have full intention to engage in that practice. We talked to some other bikers that were going south to north, and they told us that the expert section on Section 1 was worth it, and it was really pretty. So we're planning to do that. There's a lot of stuff coming in this episode, so hang tight and enjoy the ride.
As we traveled across the Medicine Bow National Forest, we came in and out of a few areas like this that were part of the Mullen Fire that occurred in 2020, burning over 176,000 acres. And it looked as though the Forestry Service was still doing cleanup from that burn even today.
Hang on. That would be really nasty.
That would be really bad if it were wet. We've got a little bit of rain clouds coming in here. Hopefully it's enough to kick the dust down, but not so much to create a big bog of mud.
Yeah.
So getting rid of the dust is actually very welcome.
After passing out of the burned area, we came up on the Rob Roy Reservoir, which is 500 acres in size and is a popular area for boating and water skiing. The campground located on the reservoir is composed of 65 sites that have tables, fire rings, trash pickup, and vault toilets. No reservations needed and only $10 a night. Definitely a nice place to stay if you hit the area at the right time of day. As we left the reservoir area, we continued to be impressed in the landscape that we were traveling through. To think that not really that long ago, people were exploring this area all on horseback and wagons never fails to impress me. The grit of those who traveled before us would make the most avid adventurer today look pretty lame in comparison.
Pretty wildflowers.
Gorgeous.
Wyoming is a state full of empty spaces with beautiful scenery that gives you time to appreciate the beauty around you. If you're looking for solitude, this just might be the state for you.
I hope this is coming through as clear as it is for us in person. This is an absolutely spectacular area, especially with these clouds the way they are. They're kind of ominous and putting some really cool shadows on stuff. It's absolutely gorgeous. You got the, it's really windy though. It is very windy out here right now. But yeah, pretty place to live. Pretty place to live.
Wow. It's just as far as you can see.
I know, that's amazing. We're on a smooth road. It is good speeds and smooth, and we're just heading we're at the base, really between two, just these high plains. It is spectacular.
Yep.
So we're making good time to encampment, so stay with us.
As we approached encampment, we were treated with fresh, smooth blacktop, which made the last few miles to encampment a breeze. Encampment, just like many western towns, is small, registering a population of only 426.
Pizza, pasta, burgers. This has got to be it. And they're closed. They're closed. Closed for construction.
Oh, the whole thing or just?
Whole thing.
Man. Alright, so now we gotta figure out. I've been looking forward to pizza.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like our pizza stop will have to wait because the Divide, which is who serves the pizza there, here in encampment, is closed. Apparently they're
So sad.
Yeah, apparently they're doing construction or something. But so now we're having to do a second option, and there aren't a ton of options in encampment or Riverside. Riverside is like right next to encampment, and so I think we're gonna go down to the Bear Trap, and it's like American food, so kind of the same stuff that we've been eating, which is why pizza was gonna be so good. Yeah. All right, we made it to Bear Trap. Let's see if we can through the gut.
Morning bear traps.
Hi. Excellent. We're hungry. We're at the right place. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, that looks good.
Around tonight watching.
Let's see if you see them.
See if we
Uh-huh.
see.
Right.
So this looks fantastic.
So this little town, Riverside, has redeemed itself. Basically saved encampment from my demise. So this pizza looks fantastic, and so
For a town with a population of 66.
yeah, good restaurant. So, and again, Bear Trap. That's where we're at right now. Good stuff. So we're leaving encampment. Just had a great lunch at Bear Trap, and now we're heading up to Battle Town Site Overlook. This is where it's paved basically until then, and then at that point we roll into the expert section. Oh, and take a look at this. So those ominous clouds with the dumping of rain, I think it's very similar to where we're going. We'll see what happens. If we stayed on this road, we'd be at Bags in 60 miles. How funny is that? That is not the way we're going. And so hang in there with us, because this could very well be a very interesting next segment. The expert section is quite rocky and steep.
I love rock.
Just her type of terrain. She may be doing the picture taking, and I may be driving. We'll see how that goes. So we're actually turning right up here and going that way, so we may actually skirt around that, unless it's going that way.
Since we're in the
Then
middle
we'll get wet. But look at the beautiful sunshine raining down upon
but look at the rain on that
where we're
side.
going. There is rain on the other side as well.
Yeah. And
But where we're going looks very bright and shiny. See the white column of rain right there? That is a lot of water going down. And then there's rain there. And then there's rain there.
our first night camping on the trail, I got dumped.
And then there's rain.
Rain dumped on me
And then there's rain over there.
while you were traversing the woods, and I wasn't a fan of the rain.
You know, she's bringing back some minor bad memories of our first night, Section 8. She just assumes, based on that bad memory, that like this is going to be another bad memory. It's not. It's going to be a bonding moment, quite possibly. So you just got to look at the positive on these things.
That's right.
Okay, so I take it all back.
You were just being optimistic.
I was being overly optimistic. It's absolutely pouring.
The more we go up,
The further we go, the worse it gets.
so we turned around.
And the reality is, so we turned around. So the reality is, could we do it? Yeah, we could do it, but it would be just basically suffering through it because I'm not going to be able to film much, so you're not going to be able to see anything. We're going to get to 11,000 feet and be in the cloud, which would not be very fun. And so, kind of, what's the point? And so we're going to go back down to encampment and maybe play some pool, sit, hang out, see what happens in the next hour or so, see if it kind of backs out and blows through. It doesn't seem to me to be a big moving type of rain. The rain is hitting, it's kind of falling straight down. So that doesn't lead me to believe that it's like going anywhere. So we may be staying for camp somewhere close. So we'll see how that goes.
After making it back to encampment, we got one of these little cabins which turned out perfect to weather the storm.
All right, well, we're going to try this again. The skies are clear. We have coffee. And we are moving once again out of Riverside through encampment and then up the hill, very much like we attempted to do yesterday. But this time there's literally not a cloud in the sky. There is a few clouds over there, and I'm hoping that just adds some definition.
They just look like the pretty puffies.
They're the pretty puffies, so I think we're all good. So we stayed at the cabins last night that were in Riverside, which is also the grocery store, which is also the gas station. And so cute little cabins, very clean, very comfortable from the standpoint of everything else. But I have to tell you that the mattresses, at least our mattresses, were horrible. You may want to bring in your own air pad, seriously. There were numerous times over the night that I was contemplating popping the tent and going back outside. But other than that, it was great.
Very nice. It's just old school cabins.
It's old school cabins, and I mean, and the price was cheap. I mean, it was, you know, $60 or so, something like that. So it wasn't much. So just keep that in mind. If you do have a bad back, you may need to work out something. And they may also have other cabins that have better mattresses. I don't know, maybe.
We were last minute.
We were very last minute. So anyway, we're excited. We're heading back up. Beautiful day. So here we go. So we're here at the Continental Divide Overlook, just making it into the forest now, and now we're moving into it. We're going to be getting off of pavement here shortly, but thought I'd take a moment just to kind of take it all in of this height, and then compare that with the height that we're going to have in a few minutes, which is going to be, I don't know, a couple thousand foot more than this. So that's pretty exciting, but it's already absolutely gorgeous up here. I'm trying to figure out a way to get up there other than just climb it, but I guess I'll just climb. I guess I'll do that. Well, this is beautiful. This is all accessible by pavement too. So what are we going to see here shortly? This is great. All right, let's go. this is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. All right, so we've made it off pavement, and now we are on the Continental Divide Trail at this point, and I think it is going to be an amazing adventure.
Whoa, dear. He was fast.
He was quick. Man, buddy. This is absolutely gorgeous. The trail is much more narrow than what we've been doing. Great for motorcycles, side-by-sides. A little tighter for a Jeep, but it's not bad. And then the foliage is a lot thicker too, which is a little surprising because we're at 9,900 feet, so we're almost 10,000 feet, and then we'll be going to 11,000 here in the next. I mean, we're just basically doing a straight up climb on the next 1,000 feet. So it definitely dropped some rain last night on this area because like the puddles are huge. But it's nice because there's no dust, so this is actually a really nice time to go through, get really good traction. It's moist, but it's not muddy, and so it's a nice time to go through. I think this will make a good lunch spot. I'm hungry.
First thing with me opening the door without you.
Need a drink.
Leave it out. Ooh, chilly.
All right, well, we're heading down the mountain now from our top elevation of the 11,000.
I think it was 11,004.
11,004 feet at the lookout tower, and then just stopped and had a little light lunch. And
Very nice, too.
Had a very scenic view. Thought that was kind of cool. Every view, though, like is scenic up here. You get outside and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And so now we're in a little bit more technical area to where the rocks are a little bigger, and so I'm driving for a little bit.
I was driving and may have hit something, not sure. Anyway, decided that this was more more tuned for David driving than me.
Heard a little bit of a bang.
Didn't see any damage.
Didn't see damage. So I was just a skid blade.
Yeah.
Looks like we busted out of the rocky section and we're back onto some fast moving smooth gravel. So this is kind of welcomed.
Yes, it is.
We were starting to wonder how long are we going to be on this section. But yeah, this is nice through here. This is smooth and easy sailing. So I'm digging it. All right, looks like we are coming up on the end of the expert side coming from the north. So we just left encampment this morning. Now we are through the expert trail and we're just about to come up on the regular trail where we're going to pick it up and continue heading south toward Bags. So this is a lot of fun. The expert trail and this one was a lot of fun. The actual section of the rocky expert type terrain is, I would estimate, about 15 miles, something like that. 10, 15 miles.
Maybe, yeah.
Somewhere
Maybe
in there.
something like that.
Something like that. And the rest of it is actually pretty smooth. So kind of consider that. Time-wise, it takes a little bit longer going through. Probably not that long for motorcycles. It's a cool little campsite with a nice little freshwater creek going through there. That'd be a nice place to hang out for a bit. Moss Bags.
This takes us back to encampment too.
That's weird.
We just
Did it
walked.
say the same direction?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So we can go to encampment or Bags. On a nice road. Zoom zoom.
It wasn't long before we made it to what is known as Aspen Alley. I would bet you can easily determine how it got its name.
Oh my goodness. Every time I think we have seen all the beauty that Wyoming has,
I know.
or coming into
Keeps
more,
getting better.
I'm so happy that those heavy clouds are on the other side.
That's perfect for you. Yeah, I'm glad that worked out. Got your Aspen pictures.
I did. I'm so excited about that.
Tell if it keeps going. Where does this go?
Well, it dead ends. Okay,
Oh,
so
this is
it
it.
circles around. They're enjoying their snack. Oh, wow.
It was neat to see the entire Sierra Madre mountain range kind of in one spot. It's an interesting thing about this overlook, though. The only reason this overlook exists is because about 1,000 foot of the highway actually, during a big snow, absorbed all the water, and then when it thawed, it just became like a sponge and then just mushed away, and so it dropped. And so they had to do a go-around, basically. So the part of the overlook that's still there is the part that was left after the section that did not fall. And so they've redone the pavement now to go around this section. I think it happened back in 2011. And so kind of cool. But so we're now continuing our adventure, and then we've got to kind of make a decision. The next number of miles, probably 20 miles or so, is a lot of the kind of the high Sierra, like a lot of the sage plain type stuff that we've done a lot of, or we could just skip and head directly toward Baggs, which would get us back to Loveland, Colorado, which is where we've got to be really, first thing tomorrow for Overland Expo Mountain. So if you've never heard of Overland Expo Mountain, check it out on their website, because if you do overlanding, it is the place to be. All right, well, we're getting back off of pavement from the overlook, and now we are heading back on dirt, crossing into I don't know what we're on, but it's saying Jeep, motorcycle, or ATV worthy. And we're heading toward Boyer Ranch.
Yeah, so this is on the official trail.
Yeah, this is official trail. So we're just talking about how beautiful those mountains are to our left, and then we crest the hill, and then we have this.
Totally different landscape.
Another set of mountains. I mean, because why not?
This looks like more of what we did earlier in the
This looks like Section 8, except warmer.
It's hot. Oh gosh, it's 80 degrees. We were, what did I tell you, 51?
We were 51 or 53, something like that.
Up on Bridger Peak.
Yeah, and it was very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're at 80, and the sun is blistering, so plan accordingly.
Yeah, pack multiple types of clothes.
Layer. Wow. Now that's Big Sky. That is Big Sky country. Wow.
We continued on for what felt like endless miles. We finally reached the Boyer YL Ranch. Located in the Savory Creek Valley, Boyer Ranch offers accommodations for 25 to 30 guests and would be a fantastic place to stop and reset yourself for travel. We were on a different schedule and instead of stopping, continued forward. The scale of this landscape is simply breathtaking.
Turn or go straight?
I think go straight up on top of that. Let's see what we're looking at.
Blinded. Sun.
Well, I think this is kind of hard to beat. Well, we have made it to a little offshoot off the trail. We're just shy of Bags at this point, and we're in BLM land. It is beautiful up here. The sage is so strong. It's so lovely. This is we're right in the Wild Horse, what's it called? Wild Horse Basin?
Yeah.
And I do see hoof prints where we're very near where we're camped. We also have this issue. So hopefully they'll settle down. We accidentally ran over their nest, which didn't make them happy.
I'm a little worried about Revenge of the Ants. during
Revenge of the
night.
Ants.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I think once they calm down, I think it'd be fun. We just obviously can't step on them again. Oh, those are fun. Ow. Ow. All right, those aren't nice at all.
Oh dear.
All right, so our adventure continues. We have we left that campsite. We're going to come down here and look at another one that's supposedly by water, and it looks like a little pond, so we may not want to be right on it because obviously every animal in the valley will go looking for that water, so it could be a little busier than we're hoping for, but it also has some potential to be pretty. The one in the back there, like, we had a couple of issues. We had those little tiny burr things that get all over your socks and start cutting into you, and then we also had a mound of fire ants, so neither of those are the greatest for a campsite. So we're going to try this down here and see if this works out better. And Holly is getting plenty of four-wheel drive experience in this trip.
Nice quick dinner.
That was good. That was very fast. I'm impressed with us. We did like 140 miles.
I know. We got almost,
That's a record.
Well, we would have been all the way 2 bags if we didn't want to camp
Oh yeah.
out, out here again.
Yeah, section 1. It's very fast paced.
Even for a Jeep.
Even for a Jeep, we were doing 40 to 50 in a lot of those areas, except for the expert section. And then, of course,
We're creeping.
we were creeping through that. But I agree with those riders. It was a very pretty section. It's worth doing the expert on section 1. Well, guys, I think we're going to finish eating this. We're going to hop on our Zoom here in a little bit. And we'll see you guys in the morning. And Bags, the final destination, is just around the corner.
Yep.
So we'll see you there.
Our good friend Hope Reasons, with Holly's help, reached out to numerous friends and family from around the world who made birthday well-wish videos that Hope compiled into a single video that we were able to play live using our Starlink. That was truly a treat and something I'll never forget while bringing in year 50 on this planet. Thanks again, Hope, for helping make this birthday special.
Well, good morning. We had quite the welcoming party this morning. Beautiful sunrise, as you can see, and then we had our very, very curious cow party. Today is my birthday, and apparently they decided that they wanted to come and share in the festivities. So anyway, they've moved on, and now I think it's time to fix some coffee, and it's time to get ready to head to Bags. So that's next, guys. Well, it would appear, based on my new weatherman, my eye in the sky, as it might be, that there could be some rain coming through. I actually see some rain on that side over there, and it's definitely coming in. It's getting darker, and that's not good. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pack up. I've got some coffee made, but we may drink that on the road, and because I really don't want to get into a bunch of mud on our way out of this BLM track. So we're going to get Starlink packed up and get everything packed up and move on to Bags. So we'll see you guys on the road. Well, that's a beautiful little, that's a pretty little ranch. Sad.
I would take it.
Right?
Here's the sign.
Bags, Wyoming. Population 411. Counting a couple of dogs.
And the end of our BDR.
Well, this is it. It seems a little weird to end up an at least eight episode series with this little fanfare, but
Hey, there's an outlaw museum.
which is closed.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So we have finished the Wyoming BDR, about 1,000, somewhere around 1,000
A little under.
off-road miles, somewhere around there.
Probably 1,000 with some of our backtracking.
With some of our backtracking or miscues, missteps. This has been a fantastic experience. We've camped, how many days did you say? 11?
We've been on the BDR for 13 nights and we camped 11 of them.
Yeah, so we did take a couple nights and camped in a cabin one night because of rain, and another night just because we wanted to get clean. And other than that, we've been in the tent, which has performed flawlessly, and we've just had an amazing time. So now we're heading off to Loveland, Colorado, and so we will be at Overland Expo Mountain, which by the time you get this, it will be long over. But we're looking forward to having a good time there, and I think that's it. So guys, stay tuned for future episodes. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, all those good things that we love, that YouTubers love you to do. And until next time, as always, make life amazing. Welcome back to Amazing Life. I'm David Mays.
I'm Holly.
Did you see the sign over there for Riverton, what it said below it?
It doesn't matter, so
Yeah, I know,
like just do it.
I
Yeah.
realized that after.
9 of the Wyoming BDR today. Not seriously. To keep, hopefully these biting flies are going to stop, are going to leave me alone long enough to get this done. Get this said. Holy crap, they're hurting. She misses it every time.
When you say as always, we say make life amazing.
amazing.
You'd say,